Final whistle has gone at Ewood Park, and it's Blackburn Rovers 1, Norwich 1, as our unbeaten run stretches now to 3 games, of course, as we've made it 3 draws on the spin in the Eustace era. It wasn't the greatest or most entertaining game in the world, but I'm glad we came out of this with a point because I think hard work was there. Of course, up against a stiff opposition that was Norwich City, who are competing for the playoffs and were well equipped with the personnel that they had. A hot scoring Josh Sargent, in scoring mode. Got creative players across the park, and on a good passage of a good run games wise for Norwich heading into this one. So we were up against it. They, of course, on the back of successive free scoring games. In fact, their run, the last 4 in the Championship, beating Coventry 2-1, drawing with QPR on the road, beating Watford 4-2, beating Norwich 4-1, beating Cardiff 4-1. So we come here and we managed to grab a good result. I think that's a fair result, and continues the Eustace rebuild, which is, it's not very pretty. It's not very pretty, but it is just 1 defeat in 5 now for Rovers under John Eustace. If you want to include the Stoke City game, it is another point in the bag. It's another moving up the table. Unfortunately, the situation around us in the table is a little bit concerning still, with teams such as Huddersfield, Swansea, Millwall, QPR and Sheffield Wednesday all beneath us, closing their gap now. And I think the gap is now just 4 points, and Stoke find themselves in that drop zone at the moment of recording. Of course, it could change with some other drama, but it is, I think, the race for the title is not going to be as dramatic as the race for the drop. Of course, with the likes of Birmingham in a bit of trouble there. Who else? Stoke City, big win for Millwall as well. But Rovers, of course, the first goal for Norwich was a Nunez free kick. And if the game was to have ended 1-0, you would have thought that it would have been quite a poor result, because that was the only realistic chance that Norwich had today, and it was such a perfectly placed free kick. It was I was surprised. I would have been more surprised if they had missed than not scored, but especially with the players that they have. So I'll take that. I wouldn't have taken that, but that was pretty much as close as to a penalty as you would have gotten for Norwich. So I was not surprised that they were leading. The equaliser for Rose in the second half, 56th minute. It was a bullet header from Dom Heim, the skipper for today. Of course, again from set pieces, which is something that we've lacked, so we can maybe put that another check in the box for the Eustace era. Scoring from free kicks, being good, defending from free kicks. Again, it's not pretty, but it is effective right now. We are defending as a team. It's everybody seems to be singing from the same hymn sheet. Because besides that free kick, Rovers probably could have snatched this once. Gallagher had a couple of opportunities. A couple of bullet headers close by. Britain had a long range shot that could have dipped in as well. So there were moments that Rovers could have won this game early doors. But to be fair, I think a draw is a fair result. I'm not going to argue with it. I was hoping that we'd get our first win under Eustace, but maybe that's something to be had for the midweek, of course, against Newcastle in the FA Cup. That's the next time when we will return. Pete will be in the hot seat for that one, so make sure you stick around for that. But today, point in the bag. It's not pretty right now. 3 draws on the spin, but just 1 defeat in the last 5 for Rovers, which is progress. It's baby steps, not giant leaps forward. I think we need a couple more wins to really secure our season in the Championship for next campaign. But right now, I'll take this. I'll take these points against a team that Norwich will remain in 7th spot in their playoff hopes. I took it a bit of a backward step today. I think they came here with the intention to win, and we have denied them all 3 points with a great goal. And to be honest with you, at the end, once we'd scored that, it didn't feel like we were going to get another goal. There wasn't many more opportunities after that. So it was a defensive masterclass from John Eustace. Again, and let's give him the plaudits where it's due. Carl McFadzean been an absolute trooper at the back for Rovers since he's joined, and long may that continue. And hopefully there's another season in the tank for next year if we can sign him on for another season. But for me, done bits, and we look forward to Tuesday, free hit then, and then go again against Swansea, who are right beneath us in the table, and also picked up a 0-0 draw, I think. I thought they were winning. Who did they play against? But anyway, regardless of all that, we go again very, very soon. But until then, subscribe, thumbs up, catch you later. 1-1 in the end.